Hey, welcome back to Behind the Bands. I look a little sweaty because I just came back in from a really hot day out here, I know. But thank you, Thane. Our good friends from Ghost of War, man, we're back here with them. We've had you guys on the show before. We're glad to have you back again. Welcome.
We got a new addition.
Yeah, man, so let's start with that. Tell us about the new addition to the band.
Well, first we'd like to just say that Gary is now officially the only long hair left in the band.
The only girly man.
Well, I mean, Doug, we've all known him forever. Doug's been the man of choice. I mean, we're one of them bands, and when we need a player, we ain't running on an ad on Craigslist. I mean, we know who we want, and we go after who we want. And this is the man we've been wanting for quite a while. And when that opportunity arose, and another man wanted to step down, he said,
"Well, there was a time last year when we had some drum issues, and Doug was going to be called actually, and just, you know, in our minds how things work out, how much we like Doug and we get along with him. His girlfriend was pregnant with.
It wasn't the right time at that time.
It just wasn't the right time, so we didn't even bother to ask him because we didn't want to put him in a position where he would have to say, I can't do it. So we made another choice, and that ended up not being the right choice. And so now, this time around, about a month or so ago, actually a month ago exactly, we lost our other drummer. He quit, and you know, we called Doug because he knew from the last time. It was like, you know, look, something ever happens, you know, I mean, you're
this man stepped up to the plate and learned our songs, and we played Mayhem with him.
Me and Gary were in a band called Schindler's Fist together, and we lost a drummer, and Doug jumped right in. He was our official full-time, part-time guy, and we actually we hired another drummer and kicked him out because we would rather only play part-time than full-time with half-ass drummers. So yeah, Doug's a great guy. This is actually his third Jaeger band he's been in, so he fits in perfectly. And his first gig was Mayhem in Bristow, Virginia. He had 4 days to learn our original music, and he stepped right up and he did it.
So Doug, tell us a little bit about that, man. Not much time to learn that stuff. Tell us about those 4 days. What were you doing?
Well, I mean, when I initially talked to Thane, you know, Thane let me know what was going on, and you know, at first we weren't sure what was going to happen with Mayhem, but when I finally got that call, you know, he at first said, you know, how do you feel about that? Are you excited, man? And I sat there, and I actually was quiet for a second. He even said, Doug, are you still there? And I went, yeah, I'm kind of excited, but now I know I'm under the gun because I've got, what, 3-4 days to learn? Oh, no, you got it, man, you got it. So,
but my brain during the conversation went, hey, Doug, man, we lost our drummer. You know, we need you to come and learn our stuff. And he's like, all right, well, I only need a couple weeks to learn the songs. Well, we're playing Mayhem
in 4 days.
Does that make you want to work a little harder?
Yeah. Well, when's Mayhem? In 4 days, and my brain went. He said, "I'll learn them in 2."
Hand me them buckets. Hand me them buckets.
So yeah, he stepped right up, man, and it was just like, you know, no, I guess nobody likes change really or anything like that, but sometimes change is necessary, and it happens, and it was. You know, it was just what was needed for the band. It was good for the band at the time, and like I said, you never want to go backwards or be lesser than what you were before. You know, you don't want your ex-girlfriend to see you with an ugly girl 2 years later. You know, so you know, I think Tom Araya said it best when Dave Lombardo left the band and Paul Bostaff filled in, and people said, Dave Lombardo, they're awful big shoes to fill, and he said, yeah, the shoes are a little tight. So Doug's doing a fine job, and you know, Ghost of War is going to be okay.
We've nicknamed him Mr. Mayhem.
Yes, Mr. Mayhem.
You know, it's not just because he did it for us. Doug's actually played 5 Mayhem festivals with 3 different bands in 3 different cities.
On 2 different stages?
On 2 different stages. When Jägermeister actually stopped sponsoring Mayhem, the owner of Mayhem bought into Cold Cock Liquor along with Kerry King and some other guys. So this year I told the guys, I'm like, man, you know, I don't think we're going to be playing on Mayhem because Jaeger's not got a stage there. And then we got this funny call to go do this battle for Sumerian Records.
What's up, Zach?
Zach Oler, you rock! So we did it, and we kicked butt, and we played Mayhem for Sumerian Records this time. It was really cool. Headbang to the Highway.
We really wanted to play Mayhem with this band. You know, there's wants and needs and stuff like that, and we felt like, you know, yeah, we really want to. We feel like, you know, we can do it. We'll do a good job. And then when it was the year where we were like, this is the year.
We did Welcome to Rockville.
You know,
I mean, we did all.
We're going to get that call to show. I know it, man, because like, you know, you can't be with Jaeger for like 6 months or something like that. They're going to call you to do something huge. You got to prove yourself, and all the bands that play Mayhem do and have proven themselves. So we had our hopes. We were like, how does it? And then like, no Jaeger stage. And me, the thing that he always said when we started this band a long time ago, you know, he said that.
That's a great.
Amazing Johnson.
You can throw your voice. I had no idea.
Say that came from his sack.
But Thane said, he always said, he goes, I'm going to have you
play
on that Mayhem stage, and so we wanted to do that, and so it was, and I always said, well, if I ever play Mayhem, it's going to be because of Jaeger. I'm going to get that tattoo, and so. But then there was no way it was going to happen. So we found there was like a bit of a contest. Everybody's leery about all the bands and jazz, but we got involved in it because it seemed like it was legitimate. And and we won it, man. It was cool.
Hey, we're batting 1,000 with Battle of the Bands, man. We won that one up in Philly last year. And
so it was really.
I'm not surprised at all. You were telling me about a cool app that you guys just became a part of through Jaeger. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's called Jaeger Bonds. You can download it with your iPhone or your Android device.
You have to go to Jaeger's site, though. I think
you can go to the Play Store. You can go right to the Play Store in your Android or Apple iPhone, and just look up Jaeger Bonds, as in you're bonding with something.
Berry bonds.
And it's a really cool app. It's you go out with your friends and everybody with their smartphones. Everybody logs in, and you get this bond going. And during the course of the night, what you post during the bond to your Facebook or Instagram and such, all becomes a really cool little video at the end of the night.
Oh wow!
And they piece it together with different soundtracks. Well, we did our homework and we did a good job with it. And Jägermeister, we signed a contract with them, and our song "The Absolute Nothing" is now featured on the Jaeger Bonds app, and that is worldwide.
We're taking
really
so I go to a show. If I go and watch you guys today, we film it, we log onto that, we take pictures, do whatever it is we're going to do.
While you're doing your bond, yeah. Let's say you take a bunch of pictures tonight.
It gets filtered through a monitor.
You can even go on later, like you guys can go in later and create a bond and then upload one of these pictures. Say this is Ghost of War at Nabs Creek, and then Psychotic Melody at got Nabs Creek, and picture of them, and all these pictures you post together, and then of course you want to hit the sponsor up a little bit, maybe do a shot or two. But yeah, everything that goes on during that bond becomes in a neat little video at the end of the night. And I could actually, while we're talking to some other guys, I'll pull up one of them and show you guys a little sample of one of them. It's really cool.
So what are you guys up to now? Like, I mean, I know what you're up to now because of all this cool stuff you just talked about. So we're coming up. Yeah, we're coming to the end of the summer. Tell us about what everything else you got going on.
Getting ready to take a winter break. After some shows in November. Before that, though, we're actually heading out to Ohio, to Akron, to head to Ripper Owens' place. We got invited out there to play, so obviously we accepted. The guy sings for Judas Priest, and we're going to go.
And we played with him in Frederick. It was a great show.
It's kind of exciting for me because he lived the dream, and he's a real big influence on me. So to be able to go out there and hang out and play his place is real cool. But we're going to head out there and then got a bunch of local stuff and some other stuff, little out of town stuff. But winter break comes up, and we're going to do that and
finish up the new record.
We got some ideas and stuff that we're already keeping, riff ideas from songs that we have one song that's completed. It's completely done, and we played it out a few times. We didn't want to inundate him with too much, even though I think you could hack it. I don't know.
A couple more that are 3/4 done.
But
and then there's about 20 more that's
floating around
with the guys. Yeah. So we got enough for the record.
When Thane's not busy with Rabbit Assassin, he's writing some Ghost of War.
Which, by the way, I'm playing with Green Jelly on September 11th. Little pig, little pig.
Yeah, but when we take the break, Thane and I talked about it. I mean, we're basically going to hibernate in the house and with every bit of free time that we have.
Go up to the mountain and
knock it out.
Him and I have discussed over and over on the phone his goals and ambitions that we want for the new record. And I mean, I'm super excited to be able to write music with a guitar player like Thane, and I mean, I just see bigger and better things as far as the new disc is concerned, because I know it's going to be 150% effort from every single band member. We're gonna pour our heart out into this one.
There's obviously, you've heard a million times, a band is like a marriage. It's hard being married to one guy or one lady. Try to be married to 3 other dudes. You know what I mean? Some places that's a lot of fun. But,
no thanks.
Right. I love my wife. There's a certain expectation that is, I I don't want to go out on a limb here and say, but it's demanded. You know, we have fun. We have a lot of fun. We have more fun than we probably should. But there's a cohesiveness that has to be. You know, we fight like brothers, and him and I will shut ourselves in a room and go at it, and then we walk out, and that was business in there, and we come back out and we're goofing, giving each other wet willies and having fun for, you know, two middle-aged dudes that, you know, should be, you know, corporate guys maybe at some point in our lives, but it didn't work out that way. But there's a cohesiveness that has to happen between the four of us in this band, and if it's just a little bit off, you know,
It'll reflect.
it's going to reflect. And you know, we've had several different members in this band. We've had an original drummer that left under very good terms. We had an original bass player that left for whatever reason. It's his fucking
Me and him's not
business.
allowed to leave, though.
We're not allowed to leave, yeah. So
We're punished.
you know, but you know, Jim was here and Jim left for his reasons, and Doug is here now, and Doug fits perfectly. You know, and
He's
the
a
cool
hard
thing is
worker,
we
too,
didn't
man.
audition anybody.
I mean-
It was the same way when Gary came into it. He wasn't asked to join the band. He was told, "You're in the band," and it's just the way it is. And, you know, we're not kids, you know, and you know, we're having a lot of fun, and we want to have fun with people that we love. You know what I mean? And can't spend time like this with people that you just aren't getting along with, you know, or don't get along with.
It reflects in your music.
It does. Reflects in your attitude.
A band has to be able to constructively criticize each other, argue together, and not, I quit the band. Yeah, I mean, you gotta be. It's like your marriage. You gotta be able to have a little battle with your mate. I mean, if you can't do that, you're not going to make it, because everybody's not going to agree on everything.
For better,
Better or for worse. And with that being said, I got this little bond pulled.
So you
up. Puts them all together into a single little video, and uses your soundtrack, and it advertises our band, and I mean, it's a really cool thing.
So, hey man, I always like to end this way. Make sure you tell, where's the best place for people to go see your music, find your music, besides the new app, which once again is
Jaeger Bonds.
Jaeger Bonds. So you can go there and see all the cool stuff people are shooting at their shows. Hey, there it goes. Look at that. You want people to go to find
Well,
your
you can
guys'
find
music?
us on Facebook / Ghost of War Army. You can find us at ghostofwararmy.com, and you can go to Reverb Nation / Ghost of War Army and hear pretty much the whole record on there, and listen for free.
Download.
Nah, we don't have
From
downloads,
iTunes
but you can download from
CD Baby, Amazon.
it's like 300-400 different stores now.
Wow.
What's the Sony?
Sony Music.
Sony Music.
There's tons of them.
Best Buy.
You can find us on your iPhone or
Barnes
your
and Noble.
Android app. Go to the Play
And,
Store, click music, and
you
get
know,
Bill Inc. on Eastern Avenue. You can see the
One more
stuff
shout
there.
out to these guys too. They have some of the coolest merch. We've known you guys for a long time, and you guys are always one of the bands that's really good about getting your merch set up, because you got some really cool merch. I haven't seen what you got out there today, because I guess it seems like you're always
we got new posters for you.
you're always redoing it and keep it going. So hey man, Ghost of War everybody. So thanks for being here again, guys. It's always a pleasure meeting and
Always
seeing you
great.
guys.
Awesome, great to see you guys. man. I'm
Thank
glad
you
were down
guys
today.
for all you guys do for the scene, and you're doing all this stuff and tirelessly traveling around. And you get to hear and see a lot of cool bands and music and stuff like that, but it takes a toll. It's like being in a band. It takes a toll on you after a while, because it becomes a job.
It's a labor of love, man.
But
We
no, thank
love
you guys
doing
for all
it.
you do,
So.
because you do a lot for a lot of bands, so it's cool. You know, get a lot of bands good exposure.
Thanks,
Gary,
man.
keep it in your pants. I didn't say exposure, so a lot of good exposure.
Ghost of War everybody, guys. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mid-Atlantic Rock Reviews rock.